right here. At home. Protect your out. We put the work in. Let's finish. Come on, man. Let's do this. Family up here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
You see, we dream chase, because that's all we was given to start with. Then we realized the dream was obtainable. Now look at us.
What's going on, Eagles Nation and TMTP family? Welcome back to another episode here on the Main Thing Podcast Presents. It's your bull, Mr. Owns. And after further review, the call stands. I'm still official with no stripes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, thank you again for tapping back in with the Main Thing Podcast Presents. Your presence and your time with us is truly appreciated. Family, stop, halt, end, finish, conclude, cease what you're doing, because we have major breaking news coming out of Philadelphia. So look, check this out. I was sitting in my office, handling work per usual, editing, trying to get this content out to y'all. And it almost felt like with this news coming, I was in a pocket and I got blindsided by the defensive end off the edge on the backside from the left tackle when I was trying to look downfield and make a play. But y'all already know if this was reality, I would have tucked the football, got up out of there. You see what I'm saying? But on a more serious note, because y'all know I like the jokey joke, after a long, thorough, and highly scrutinized search, the Philadelphia Eagles have found their next offensive coordinator. And who is it going to be? I'm glad you asked. It's going to be Sean Mannion, formerly with the Green Bay Packers as their quarterbacks coach, per ESPN's Adam Schefter. This is huge. This is pivotal. And this move tells us exactly where the Eagles are headed offensively. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know, from who Sean Mannion really is, why this is an excellent hire, even if it's not a flashy and sexy one, how he fits with Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman, and QB1, what type of offense can we expect, how he helped develop quarterbacks in Green Bay, his strengths, weaknesses, and growth areas, and why the Philadelphia Eagles ultimately chose him over other candidates. But before we dive into all of that, to our loyal supporters, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all know it's all love. The Main Thing Podcast Presents can't happen without the support from y'all. And to our new supporters, welcome to the community and our family. Let's continue to do our part for the community and our family. Please continue to like the videos. It does help with the visibility of the channel in the algorithm. Disrespect that comment section. Share and subscribe to the community and our content. And last but not least, you can't forget to do this. Make sure to turn on them noties and keep your ears and eyes peeled to the streets like your local neighborhood watch. Wow. So you don't miss when me and Big Hus drop this pressure on y'all. So look, let's dive in, all right? Let's set the stage. The Eagles entered this offseason knowing one thing. The offense needed new life, especially after the debacle that we had in 2025 under Kevin Petullo. Philadelphia interviewed several candidates: Sean Mannion, former Packers quarterback coach, Jim Bob Cooter, Colts offensive coordinator, Josh Gizzard, former Bucks offensive coordinator, Gerard Johnson, Texans quarterback coach, and Brian Daboll, amongst others. They left no stone unturned, all due diligence. And after two interviews with Mannion, the Eagles made their decision. According to Adam Schefter, sources, Eagles are hiring Packers quarterback coach Sean Mannion as their offensive coordinator. Sean Mannion is just 33 years old and was an active player as recently as of 2023. That line right there specifically matters because the Eagles didn't just hire an offensive coordinator. They hired a modern football mind who understands today's quarterback, today's locker room, and today's NFL defenses. So let's introduce Sean Mannion properly. Again, he's 33 years old, former NFL quarterback, drafted in the third round, 89th overall by the Rams in 2015, played for the Rams, the Vikings, and Seahawks, coached under Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur, two very, very creative, bright offensive minds. That is important. Mannion has lived football from every single angle, whether that being a starter, a backup, a clipboard QB, a practice squad grinder, a player's coach, offensive assistant, and quarterbacks coach. He knows what quarterbacks need, what they see, and what they struggle with because he was one. That matters for QB1. Now, family, this is the part that should have you excited. According to Marquez Eversole via Anthony the Bona, Sean Mannion called Matt LaFleur to help prepare for a coaching interview with the Chicago Bears. He wanted feedback. He wanted to sharpen his pitch. LaFleur was so impressed, and hijacked him and hired him on the spot in Green Bay. He said, nah, you ain't going nowhere. You about to stay here with me. You ain't about to go over there to Chicago. That should tell you everything you need to know. He has a high football IQ. He's very prepared. He has great communication, and people see the vision that he is trying to create. Packers fans, man, over there, I saw it on Acme Packing. Look, Packer fans are reportedly super angry and upset about this news. They, in reality, preferred Sean Mannion over the current offensive coordinator, Adam Stenovich. That ain't no small praise, all right? So in Green Bay, Sean Mannion worked closely with Jordan Love, the passing game, quarterback mechanics, and pre-snap processing. Jordan Love's growth didn't happen by accident, all right? So Mannion helped simplify the reads, improve timing within the offense, build confidence in structure, and emphasize footwork and rhythm. This translates directly to our Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback QB1 Jalen Hurts, especially when it comes to consistency, something he has lacked over the years. He has been here in Philadelphia with the coaching carousel of the OC that we have been having, playing on schedule, reducing unnecessary hits, and maximizing the passing game, something under Kevin Patullo's tutelage that we highly lacked in 2025. This is all about efficiency, not fireworks. Let's talk fit with Sean Mannion. The Eagles, we value teaching, development, accountability, and adaptability. Sean Mannion fits the Eagles' organizational DNA. He simply just checks all of the boxes. He's young, but experienced. He's innovative, but disciplined. Player-friendly, but demanding. Detail-oriented. Collaborative. This is someone Nick Sirianni can work with and not around, not butt heads. And of course, Howie Roseman with his hands and everything. This is a value hire with upside, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. So, what can we expect on offense from Sean Mannion? We can expect a lot of West Coast principles, strong play action usage, defined reads, quarterback friendly concepts, and a balance between structure and creativity. This won't be no gimmicky, no trick play type of offense. This offense will be all about execution, rhythm, identity, getting the ball out on time, and letting playmakers work, earn their contract. We have the playmakers out there to do it. This offense should feel connected again next year. So, some strengths regarding Sean Mannion is quarterback development, communication, preparation, modern offensive concepts, relatability in the locker room. That is a major one. Now, some weaknesses and unknowns regarding Sean Mannion is, of course, he's a first time play caller at this level, a young coordinator growing in real time, and will need in game adjustment experience. But here's the thing, the Eagles aren't afraid to grow with their coaches. We've seen it before. We know what happened the last time we took a quarterbacks coach from the Green Bay Packers. And that person, that legend, for better use of words, is Andy Reid. We saw what he did here in Philadelphia. He didn't have any prior play calling experience or anything like that with the Green Bay Packers. We took a risk here in Philadelphia and it paid off. So this is what we can hope and pray for regarding Sean Mannion now. So, family, this hire tells us the Eagles want to modernize, want to develop, want to build long term, and want to support QB1 properly. Sean Mannion, he's not a headline name. He's not the sexy name. He's not the big name, but he is a football name, and that matters. This is a smart, calculated, and forward-thinking move. And sometimes those are the ones that change everything. Now, look, I want to hear y'all sound off in the comment section. How do y'all feel about this hire of Sean Mannion? Do y'all feel that he is going to take our offense to the next level, unlock what we couldn't unlock in 2025? Are we going to be back in the Super Bowl next year? Because look, with this hire, I fully expect our Philadelphia Eagles to get back on track. And around this time next season, we are going to be planning for Super Bowl 61 and winning our third Lombardi trophy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Now, look, I hope that you all been having a fantastic week. Be excited, be happy, feel refreshed, because look, it was like we were almost going crazy, but we couldn't panic. Relax. You knew that the birds were going to do their due diligence. You knew that they were going to get their guy. So look, we should be excited. Let's celebrate. All right. But look, to our loyal supporters, thank you. Y'all know it's all love. The Main Thing Podcast Presents can't happen without the support from y'all. And to our new supporters, welcome to the community and our family. Let's continue to do our part for the community and our family. Please continue to like the videos. It does help with the visibility of the channel and the algorithm. Disrespect that comment section. Share and subscribe to the community and our content. And last but not least, you don't want to forget to do this. Please make sure you do this. Make sure to turn on that notification bell, also known as that Liberty Bell looking thingy, so you don't miss when Swoop comes out with the Eagles news and updates. But look, in case y'all forgot who I am, Don't worry about it. I'll kindly remind you. I go by Mr. Owns, and this is the Main Thing Podcast Presents, where we keep the main thing the main thing. Enjoy y'all night. Let's rejoice about getting a new offensive coordinator, somebody to be excited about. And y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the flip side. But until then, y'all know it's all love.
It was I was gonna make a lot of money doing what I wanted to do. I went after it, and it was a struggle to achieve it. But you know what? I caught that bitch. Dream chasing.